Welcome back to BlackTideTV. Today is the video that I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for. I'm finally going to talk about the Blunderbuss Dragonfire. I did a live stream recently, and the Dragonfire was supposed to be the last thing I was going to use. The live stream was all about the live stream was all about live. The live stream was all about Blunderbuss variants, and because I eventually, through getting them, I earned like 5, I think, 4 or 5, and I hadn't even looked at any of them yet, and I said, well, I might as well just put this on a live stream and just go through them all. And I was going to save this one for last because it is the legendary variant, and I wanted to have it kind of be a mystery, and we finally got the last one, and I'd be like, oh, look, I got the Dragonfire, yay, and then we'd talk about it. However, my video kind of got screwed up. My capture card started having some kind of a seizure, and it stopped capturing, and it was like kind of like cutting in and out and doing a lot of weird stuff. So I couldn't get the Dragonfire into the video, which was supposed to be like the major part of the video. It was supposed to be the biggest thing, and we didn't even get to do it. So in this video, I did promise the guys that were in the live stream that I was going to make this video an exclusive video all about just the Dragonfire, and we're going to talk about it and if it's actually good or not. It's kind of a weird weapon. One of the people in the live stream asked me, are legendary variants even good? And I had a hard time answering that question because really, if you look at them, they're not that good. Most elite weapons are better than legendaries. Like, the legendary weapons in this game really aren't that special apart from what they look like. Like, you have the STG Relic, which looks like an old-fashioned kind of weapon, and it looks really cool, but it only has like +1 fire rate and +1 accuracy, and like -1 range or something stupid like that, range or damage, and that's not very good. Like, sure, it's going to be more accurate and more like faster fire, but you're losing damage or whatever it is that you lose on that. With the Dragonfire, I believe it's +1 damage, +1 mobility, and -2 handling. That's not that special. Most of the Blunderbuss variants are not that special. They're generally like +1 damage or +1 range, and then you're minus like handling or mobility, something stupid like that. Because the gun is already technically so good, like, if you're actually looking at the stats, it's statistically very, very good. The Blunderbuss, it's got like 19 damage, and like, it's a good weapon. It's a very good weapon for the one shot that you get. Now, if it was up to me, I've made this very clear. I've been very vocal about my feelings about variants in this game. If it was up to me, I would have very different kind of Blunderbuss variants. I wouldn't just be like, oh, this Blunderbuss just has +1 damage, so basically nothing has changed. I would be like incorporating really cool things, like you can have 2 shots in the barrel at once, or like a wider spread pattern, or like they could have done all kinds of crazy stuff with variants in this game, and they never did. And the Dragonfire is no exception to this. The Dragonfire, the only thing that's actually good about it is that it looks kind of cool. Really, that's it. There's nothing special about the Dragonfire. It's very plain. It's just got +1 damage, +1 mobility, so it's going to do a little bit more damage, which isn't really that much help because this thing already does so much damage to begin with. And +1 mobility means you're going to aim down the sights like a fraction of a second faster. And then -2 handling, you're just not going to want to hipfire this weapon because your hipfire is going to be even worse than the gun usually is. So it's not that special of a variant. It really doesn't change anything. You would definitely think that legendary variants would actually change something. Like, I understand if they can't go and change every single variant in this game. I mean, that would take a lot of time. Even though this was the first 3-year development cycle, it would take a lot of time to go through each variant of like the 300 and some and actually change a certain aspect, like a real aspect of the gun on each one, instead of just changing the statistics a little bit. But with the 3 legendary, or like I guess it's 6 legendary variants in the game now, with those 6 legendary variants, they really could have done something cool. When you hear the word Dragonfire, you're like, oh shit, this thing is going to be shooting flames. This is going to be like a Blunderbuss flamethrower. It's going to be a blunder thrower, and it's going to be amazing. And you really have high hopes for it. It's like the Dragonfire. You're like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then it's boring. It's like it's just a regular Blunderbuss. except for the fact that it has like some weird kind of looking dragon thing on the front that kind of looks like it has a great big mustache, and on the back, I think the coolest part is actually the primer, where you pull back and you put the priming cap on. That is really cool. It's actually another little mini dragon on the side, and it's kind of overlooked, but it's really, really awesome looking. And the front dragon I don't even like that much. It's kind of ugly. It's kind of like, it looks like it's like really traditional kind of Chinese dragon, like something that you'd see if you went to, like, I don't know, like, if you went to China or something, or if you went to Chinatown and you saw like the Chinese New Year parade or something, this is like the kind of dragon that you'd see at the front. Kind of looks like more like a man than a dragon. That's kind of what the front dragon looks like on this thing. It's not even that special. The gun itself isn't that fancy. It's all pretty much black. It's not like cool dragon colors. It's not like bright red with like flames. It's just black, and it's got like some weird looking dragons on it. That's it. That's all that's special about it. The flintlock is just as good as this. The flintlock is +1 damage, and it's going to be comparable with this, and it's an enlisted variant. Whereas this is legendary. Like I said, there's nothing special about this gun. It's really not that fantastic. I definitely recommend that you use another weapon with it, because it's like I said, there's nothing special about it. You're still gonna have the same reload speed. You're still gonna shoot one guy and then wait for 4 hours while you reload and then shoot the next guy. Nothing's changed there. One of the things I actually recommend for the Blunderbuss in general is play grapple modes. Grapple modes are really, really great for the Blunderbuss because it's just another automatic weapon that you can use. I barely ever use the grapple to actually travel. What I try to the most use the grapple for when I'm using a blunderbuss or a shotgun, you've seen in the TAC 19 gameplay, in my TAC Elite versus Elite, is that I use it as an extra weapon, because especially with the blunderbuss, when you fire that one shot and then you're out of ammo, you can just, and it's a ranged weapon too. Like, you can get a guy and you can get him from range with this thing. So if there's a guy that's out of your range, if you are in the middle of reloading, you can shoot the grapple and it will cancel your reload instantly. It's not like switching a weapon. If you have two weapons and you fire your first shot with the blunderbuss and then you try and switch weapons because there's another guy right there, the first time you tap triangle, or Y I think it is on Xbox, the first time you tap triangle, you're going to cancel the reload, and then you actually have to tap triangle again to switch to your other weapon. It's not just going to switch instantly. Whereas the grapple, if you tap the grapple button, the instant you tap it, you're going to shoot that grapple hook, and it's an insta-kill. So the grapple hook is a very, very good secondary weapon if you're going to be using the blunderbuss at all. But as far as this legendary variant goes, guys, it's really not that special. It's just collectible just for the novelty of being a legendary weapon. It's really not that good. I am actually going to probably stick to the Musketeer. The Musketeer has +1 range, and the range is going to be a lot more helpful than the damage on this weapon. +1 damage, going from 19 to 20 damage, is really not going to help you that much. Where the real damage comes in on the blunderbuss is when you're firing and you hit an enemy with more pellets, and the damage isn't going to help you there. It's just the luck of getting more pellets on your target. Now the range will help you, as the range is going to make those pellets, their damage drop off isn't going to be as close, so you're going to have more damage for longer range. So range is definitely really good with this weapon, with the blunderbuss, and the Dragonfire doesn't even come with that. The Dragonfire is just damage. So the Dragonfire, really not a great weapon, guys. It's just legendary just for the sake of being legendary. It's alright looking. It's kind of cool. It looks kind of cool when you put like gold camo or something on it, and it kind of covers up a lot of the black. But other than that, like I said, it's just not that special of a weapon. I could really do without it. I don't really care if I have it or if I don't. It's not that special. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did. Comment your thoughts on the blunderbuss variants and the Dragonfire in the comment section down below. I want to know what you guys think of it. Share this video with all your friends. What am I trying to say here? I'm completely drawing a lack of brain exercise right now. Share this with all your friends so they can enjoy it. That's what I wanted to say. Subscribe for more daily gaming goodness, and hopefully you're sticking around and watching some of the Elite versus Elites. That's a huge video, a huge series. I don't know. It's series, yeah, that's probably the right word, on my channel right now, and we actually have 2 lined up that are coming out very, very soon. I've got the Pytech, and I've got the, what's the other one that I have? What is the other one that I have? I don't know. It's some other one. And it's not the ASM one. That one we're saving for a special occasion. But it is another one. And it's going to be really awesome. So make sure you're staying tuned for that. See you later.